Starting in the back left with Alejandro and then him.
Rayshaun, how you doing? Sharon was just in here talking about Trey Pierce as someone who he thinks is playing potentially at an all Big Ten level. Where have you seen him take those steps?
Really just all around his game. Not just focusing on one thing. You know, the stuff that used to bother him in the past don't bother him. You know, he don't really get his head hung up on plays. You know, if it's a good play, good. If it's a bad play, let's get the next play and make it good, you know. So just being able to move on from the next play. And I talked to Trey, like, pretty much saying, like, my junior year was kind of my year where I felt like I came into my full self and just letting him know that we got high expectations out of him. And, yeah.
Anthony?
What would you say the biggest jump you guys made as a defense was from start of fall camp to today?
I think the togetherness. There was a lot of new players, transfers, and just people who like didn't have maybe the same role from last year, including myself. So just everybody trying to not know their role, but just get comfortable in the defense and know what they do best, and just optimize our talent. Yeah.
Staying on the left there, a little farther back, Ryan.
Would you say Trey plays more of a Mason Graham role or Kenneth Grant role in your guys' defense?
I wouldn't even want to disrespect Trey by comparing him to nobody. We're all our own self. Just ultimately trying to be the best us every day to where, you know, we can be happy at the end of the season.
All right, a little closer to the front on that same side, John.
Coach was in here saying that Ernest Hausman was saying this team isn't hungry, it's starving. Is that kind of the feeling through the whole defense coming in?
Yeah, we looked at Ern obviously as a leader. You know, he's our captain on the defense, one of our captains on the defense. So we all pretty much embraced what he said, and he gave us a little story behind it also. So, like, it also, you know, let us know, like, where he was coming from and why he felt that way. And we all was excited for it. You know, we all felt the same way. So just ready to go out there, you know, eat.
All right, we'll go to your right side here towards the back, Zach.
What do you feel like are some individual as well as just team goals that you guys have been working on throughout the fall camp?
I think the biggest thing, and it's kind of repetitive, but like we really just want to get better every day. So just trying to stack days, like not just let a good day happen and then a bad day happen. So just ultimately just trying to stack days every day to where, you know, we getting better every day, and we got new goals every day to work towards.
And then David Payne and Trey Williams, how they acclimated to the group both coming in the spring and then playing through the fall?
Oh, they fit right in with the room. You know, obviously my room is our favorite room. I think it's really because of our relationship with each other. We hang out with each other a lot more. Well, I don't know how much everybody else hang out with each other, but I know we hang out with each other a lot to where everybody comfortable, you know, everybody joke, you know. I'm going to be honest, Dame was the one we had to, you know, get it out of. But he's very comfortable with us now. And, you know, he's very funny. We ain't know that until he got comfortable, though.
All right, back to your left side in the back, Wojo.
As a defense, what is the biggest challenge going up against Underwood in practice? Do you have to run around a lot, chase him down? What's the biggest challenge?
Yeah, trying to chase him down, make sure, you know, we don't let him get out. It's very easy for him to see over everybody else. So, like, if you give him a lane, you know, he'll take it. And that's a very good practice for us, being the fact that, you know, we might see stuff like that. So just ultimately trying to make sure we hone in on that every day.
So he's as elusive as advertised? Or is that the right word, elusive?
Yeah. I just can't wait for y'all to see it Saturday.
Time for a few more for Rayshaun if we have additional questions. In the back on the right, Angelique.
Rayshaun, when did the team, not officially yesterday, but when during practice did you know Bryce was the guy?
I honestly didn't think about it, you know. I just put that in the coach's hands, you know. That's not my job. It was fun to see, you know, the guys compete, all the quarterbacks. So just seeing, you know, the different things that they bring to the room, that was the best part, you know. I never really thought about it too much, you know. It's easy to think about, but we didn't really let that distract us because whatever was going to happen was going to be the best decision for the team. So, you know.
And with Damon, when do you think he got comfortable? Why do you think it took so long for him to kind of?
I'd say he probably got comfortable probably like May, June. What I think made him comfortable, you ask? Us together, like at his previous school, he just said that like they didn't hang out the way we do, or like just even as far as in the building, the guys wasn't always around each other as much as we are here. So just him being comfortable, being used to us, and seeing that we're genuine people. We just pretty much opened the door, with open arms. So he walked into it.
Any final question for Rayshaun?
Where'd you get those shorts?
I don't even know. It was somebody who sold clothes. They went around selling them. I bought some. I got a few pair.
Everybody says Bryce is willing to talk and joke with everybody on the team, and is he kind of a gatherer in that way, or does he stick with his offense?
Nah. He so the locker room kind of divided up into position groups. And he'd be back there with the D tackles and the linebackers. He'd be back there with us. We all kind of move around. Like, that's the best thing, in my opinion, about our team. Like, it's not just you talk to the people who you used to being around. We all, like, mingle, with each other and work our way through the locker room, just chill at different spots. And it's cool, Somebody might be at your locker who don't belong there. You ain't going to trip. It's just like, you good. Stay there. They'll probably sit next to you, Everybody join in on the conversation. So it's a pretty good, atmosphere.
So he can just be one of the guys?
Yeah.
Despite his acclaim?
Yeah.
All right, last question, Isaiah.
We know about the 6 of you that are all rotating, that are essentially co-starters, but who kind of maybe surprised you in camp, some of the younger guys?
In my group, or?
In your group.
I think Trey and they took a big leap, like the last 2 weeks of camp. That's something I noticed. They was just making plays, getting high production things going on. So that was like the best part, being able to see their growth and they're coming to themselves at the right time. They're peaking at the right time. So just everything coming together. I think Trey and was the 2 that stood out the most, just because like I was able to be around them and I see where they come from to where they are now. So that's the best. Those are my favorite ones.
All right, final question on the right here, Aaron.
You mentioned Ernest's comment about the team starving. How different does this year feel?
This year is very different, obviously, for reasons, The whole time while I was here from 21 to 24, we was used to doing a lot of winning. And last season was a little bit of dip in that. So we look forward to getting that ball rolling again and ultimately end up, at the Natty, at the end of the season. So it's all good.